trying to get a vehicle with stars up on the roof. OG, babe, got some stars up on my shoes.
Those 6 seconds never get easier at all.
Yeah, they never get quicker. They never get longer.
I
they
wanted to
just
yell really
six-
loud during those 6 seconds.
The 6 seconds.
Guys, y'all are probably thrown off by that third voice that we have today. We have our first guest ever, our first real guest.
Our first, not our first fake guest.
No.
We've had a couple of those.
We've had a couple of fake
Did not
guests.
fucking work.
Would you like to introduce our guest, Juan?
Yes, I'd love to. So quickly, it's kind of funny our setup today. So Nate's interview style, passing the mic off. I think that's hilarious because we always have our own mic, but gotta treat our guests right. We
Knees
give
are
them
still
the-
touching.
Knees are touching like the old days because this is actually how we used to record. We used to just be
Yeah.
next to each other, just so we glowed up a little bit. But our guest today has a new song out called Two Bags. I've known him for a bit. Over 100,000 views, likes. He's a pretty cool guy, honestly.
Big time.
Yeah, so thankfully, he agreed to do this. His name's Ryan Magzuga, but he's better known as Flizoshi. And I'll let him introduce himself as well.
Yo, what's going on? This is crazy.
Yeah?
This is wild. This is so cool. I remember we talked about this, like, you mentioned something to me about this, like 6 months back or something. Like, y'all like had the idea of it or whatever. And then I know we weren't able to do it, but I'm glad I'm here.
No, yeah,
Able to
I
do it.
like.
Thank y'all for having me, for real.
Of course.
Thank
we
you for
had,
being here.
We had to like reschedule last minute, and I was
Mhm.
like, I mean, I wouldn't go either, and I was like, nah. And then he was like, I can't. I was like, that makes sense. But I mean, I forgot that we're still here in the same state. It's like
Yeah,
we could still do it
exactly.
later, but that was just on me.
Dude,
But yeah, no.
It's also so early.
Yeah, it is.
Like-
It's crazy. And I live out in Georgetown too. And so I
Bro.
was like, I drove all the way out here, but it was
And you
doing
got-
something productive with my morning.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
And
That
you got
makes
here
sense.
before me, too.
Yeah, dude,
Like-
what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
Like, the guest was here before Nate. I was like, all right, well. But no, yeah. So I've known Ryan for a little bit. We're gonna talk about this earlier, but go ahead and talk about it now. We actually met for the first time at church, which is kind of funny. That was a long time ago. That's when you had the avocado song.
Oh my god.
That song
Yeah.
still hits. I'm sorry.
really does.
Even if you're kind of like about it,
That was like
That
one
shit
of my
was-
first ones. Yeah.
that shit was in my bio for so long because I was like, yo, like I was like, damn. Because you were introduced to me by one of our mutual friends, Clark,
Uh-huh.
and then he was like, yeah, he does music, and I was like, everybody does music. And then I heard the
That's a
song, and I
fact.
was like, shit, he does music. Like he's not
That's-
fucking around.
Hearing that somebody does music is like hearing that a girl does
Yeah,
photography.
yeah, exactly.
Like-
Hearing that somebody does
Yes.
music is like hearing that somebody does a podcast.
Exactly. Like, it's not
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, everybody can fucking do it. Yeah.
You know what I appreciate though is you fucked with it from the beginning though, because that shit was not good in the beginning, bro.
100%,
It
dude.
was like hella auto tune, and I was rapping about fucking avocados, and you still fucked with it, bro. I appreciate it so much.
Hey guys, we'll link the avocado song. That's the only song you gotta hear.
Avocado will be the intro. You thought it was 2 bags, but avocado will be the intro.
Shit.
Dude, it's kind of cool though, seeing how much better you've gotten. I'm sure you feel
Thank
like
you.
you've gotten better too,
Yeah,
like over the years.
I think that comes with everything, with the podcast, all that shit. I just
100%.
kind of you kind of find your own little wave and stuff, and you kind of base yourself off doing what everybody else is doing, and then you kind of start to find your own pockets and everything else.
I agree 100%.
So that's kind of what I wanted to like talk about. So whenever like you have like you want to make a new song, like kind of what's your process? Like kind of take me through that step by step from like starting like with like I want to make a new song to like releasing it.
Yeah, it kind of comes based on it starts on a feeling, I think, first. It depends on the feeling. A lot of the stuff recently has been just kind of like rage shit, just kind of like going crazy.
Mhm.
But if it's sad, it's just kind of like just a feeling that I'll feel just at some point throughout the day, and I'll think about it. And I never really think of lyrics or anything, which is probably a horrible thing. I'm like super unprepared when I go into it, super unprepared. But I'll sit in my room, and I have everything in my room. It's like my computer, my speakers, like my keyboard. I have everything just kind of in there. It's like the most broke ass setup you will ever see, but it works.
Yeah.
And so I'll get it all set up and stuff, and I'll find loops, or I'll start playing something, and I feel like, and sometimes it can change a whole lot. Like I have
Yeah.
this one idea for something, I start playing something, and it'll change my mood, or it'll change kind of the vibe that I'm feeling for the song. And so I'll either lay down the beat first, or I'll start writing lyrics first, and it's different every time, I feel like, but it's more of not in a bad way, but like a careless process almost. Like I don't care which way it goes, it just kind of
Yeah.
It just kind of happens.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of cool though, like how you said, like kind of a careless process. Because I mean, like even though like an album of yours like each song might sound different, like it's
Mhm.
still kind of like cohesive because that's just like your process.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you did that. And has any part of it gotten easier, by the way, with like you doing it so many, like you have so many songs now, like has any part of the process gotten a little bit easier? Like would
Yeah.
you say like can
Oh,
you
yeah.
like
I think I
let's
think
talk about that.
I think recording my vocals,
Yeah?
because like you guys were saying earlier, like getting too close to the mic and like stuff like that. I
Yeah.
used to have songs where even like during like the avocado time period, I would like record stuff and I would spend like 4 hours trying to get my vocals like above where the music was, and it was like every time I would play it in my car
Oh.
or something, it was so much louder than my vocals, and I was like, I cannot figure this out.
That's a
Did not
thing.
get this.
Like I produce every once in a while. It's not I'm not gonna say I'm a producer, but I do, and like it sounds so different on different platforms. Like you be on your speaker at home, you're like, this shit rocks. And then you play it in the car and you're like, those 808s are loud as fuck.
Yes, exactly. And you're like, I can't hear
Fuck no.
shit else in the mix. Exactly, exactly. That literally happened yesterday. I was like trying to mess with something, and it was super duper loud on like the studio monitors at home because they have it like set for like a certain certain levels so you can hear it correctly. But then in my car, my bass is at like 900, and I said it like that because that's what I like. But it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like it sounds so much.
And
different.
you're like, wow, I'm vibrating.
Yeah,
I can't hear
literally
anything.
I'm not moving the car. This shit is just playing my music.
Yeah,
I'm going down the highway.
exactly.
Dude, so you produce your own stuff, right?
For the most part, I produce. My friend Joe, he goes with Kumo. He produces my stuff. We kind of started it together. But it's just, or if anybody else wants to send me stuff, I'm very, very open to like anybody else's ideas because I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of times where like I'm super uninspired. Like this last week, I was super uninspired to make stuff, and then he sent me something, and it was like nothing I could have thought of making,
Yeah.
and so it just like it sparked ideas, and it was. I made like 4 songs yesterday.
Dang.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's a cool thing because I kind of feel that with like stand up and like writing jokes and stuff. Like there are just some days where
yeah.
you just like you look back on the week and you're like, wow, I haven't
You
written a
don't-
joke or a set or
exactly.
anything. And then like I'll like watch a special or like I'll just like be
Yes,
like watching
fire.
videos and you're just like boom, boom,
Sometimes
boom.
it's just that, and like
Yeah.
you also I feel like what's important is definitely having that collaboration.
Hmm.
Because like I have a friend who actually produces back where I'm from, so and he produces like a lot, like every day he's just doing that shit, and there's weeks where he's like, oh, this sounds like shit, and I hear it, I'm like, yo, because he's built up his talent so much that anything that sounds like shit is still good.
Hmm.
And but he'll hear somebody else or one of his other producer friends, and then he'll just get inspired, and then he'll be like, hey, I finally made a beat I like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that's crazy because I liked all the shit you already made, but
Exactly.
it's really just your own mental space, and sometimes hearing something else just kind of works.
And that's the crazy thing too with all this is that like, what's good nowadays in music is very subjective. Like,
Yeah.
I want to talk about that. But
yeah,
you go
exactly.
ahead,
In
like-
Yeah.
everything, in comedy, and like in everything, it's so subjective now because like there is so much weird shit in the world. Like even when it comes to like just music in general. Like I can't even think of anybody off the top of my head, but I'm sure you guys are on the internet all the time. You guys see all the crazy like
Yeah.
weird shit that rappers or singers or artists are doing, and it's just like, but a lot of people think that is like
Ugh.
the high.
echelon. Oh my
Yes,
God.
Which
yes,
is
yes,
so
yes.
weird.
I gotta tell you, I made a mistake the other day, and I
One
heard,
sec. Flex the iPhone, the iWatch
I
Series
just,
5.
no. So I made a mistake the other day, and I didn't have my aux, or my phone didn't have battery. So I was like, I'm gonna listen to the radio. I was like, this is my first time listening to the radio in literal months.
Yeah.
Let's see what people think is hot. What people think is popping. I was
Yeah.
expecting DaBaby, Megan Thee Stallion. I was expecting people who've been popping recently. And then I heard this song came on. It was on 102.3 The Beat,
Mhm.
and I was like, it was just so bad. I was like, I heard it, and I was like, yo, artists dream about being on the radio.
Yeah.
And then this guy, like, the chorus was literal sounds. Like, he had some bullshit lyrics beforehand. He was like, she don't like sex, but she good at it. And then
Cool.
she just, and then yeah. And I was like, yo, neat. That
That's
guy's-
dope.
I want to hang with that guy. And then he just goes like, la di da, and like the thing is that he makes
Oh,
noise
look
for
back
so
at it.
long.
Look back at it.
Is that what it's
Yes,
called?
yes. That song
Wait.
is so bad.
Okay, thank you. Who made that song?
That's
Who's
A Boogie. It's A Boogie with a hoodie or whatever.
Bro,
No, it's
It
not.
It is.
Outta
You never heard
here.
that song?
No, I haven't
Oh
heard this
my
song. But
God.
We'll play it after.
wait, this
Yeah.
is the same dude with what's that song called? that did Drowning?
Yes, same dude.
What?
It's
never heard of
literally
Boogie with
the
a Hoodie.
entire like hook of the song is brat,
That's what it was.
that. But like for
How
like
do you-
a solid 40 seconds.
How do you go from Drowning to that?
I don't even
But
know.
there's
You're
this.
still on the radio though. That's the bullshit of it all.
That's
Like,
the
what is that?
that's the thing that I've noticed about like, especially with like pop radio and then hip hop radio, is it's like almost two different like levels of famous.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
Cause
yeah.
like if I turned on 102.3 The Beat, it would be, I would expect like DaBaby and like just people who are like in the scene right now.
Yeah.
But like it's
Yeah,
just
shit.
people that like you would not think are like you don't hear about.
I was wondering why Boogie with a Hoodie was famous because I had never heard him because he's not
Yeah.
somebody I slap on and I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah.
But the da that's why he's fucking famous. And I was just like,
Yeah.
wow, that actually surprised me that was him.
But like
it doesn't surprise me though.
But you know what's crazy
Yeah.
about it? Think about how catchy that is. That it's still stuck. Like it's stuck in your head right now. You can just think about it.
it's
I'm
just
talking
that
about
easy.
it.
Exactly. It's just that
Exactly.
easy.
We're gonna have Boogie with a Hoodie next on the podcast.
Yeah.
Coming
He's
next
gonna be here next week.
He's just gonna make noise for an hour.
So like talk about your process.
week. I just make fucking noise on the mic, dude.
I don't like
day.
making music, but I'm good at it.
Exactly, dude. Chill. But yeah, no. So I was just like, this climate.
Goodness.
not a fan of
Yo,
what's going on.
a little bit of controversy. Something that I noticed a long time ago.
Whoa, bro. Be careful what you say next.
Speaking about 102.3, actually, I don't know if I could just call them out like this on air.
It's a local radio, dude.
Yo, they speed up their songs.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
Have y'all noticed this too?
I
Yeah.
thought it sounded weird.
They straight up speed up their music.
They played a Post Malone song, and like that I had listened to like a couple days before, and I was like, "This sounds."
You were like,
way
this is up 3
faster."
tempos.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
so
bothered
I didn't
me.
know. Where did you just hear that shit?
I heard it
You were
like
maybe-
I heard it like maybe 2 years ago, and then I was like, man, I can't fuck with this anymore.
I can't listen to this
I
shit.
can't listen to this anymore.
Maybe it's just so, which is kind of weird, because it's like, why would you like, damn, you
I'll-
ate the
I'll take
fuck
it.
out of
I'll
that
take it.
breakfast, bruh.
This is the most like creative thing I've ever seen in my life. I was wondering what the first one was, where it said I spilled a shit ton of ketchup on myself, and I thought it was just a picture. I was like, "What is this?" And then it said, "Get a little closer to the static." I was like, "Oh."
This is how he talks
Like,
to
it's
us.
like, is this God?
Yo,
Ryan is
you're-
the Wii U.
Yeah, I was about to
process.
say, Ryan is the first person to like outside of this to ever see how like we
Diego
communicate.
talks to
Yeah.
us and lets us know shit.
This
Um,
is so crazy.
What the fuck was I gonna say? No, I didn't know that. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it's to like prevent people from recording the radio. But one, they have their tagline right before the song, right when
Yeah.
it's starting. Two, you're ruining what the artist made. He didn't make
Exactly.
it 3 tempos quicker.
And
Yeah.
it's just to like fit more commercials in.
Yeah.
Like that's really all it is.
Really?
no
That makes
other-
sense.
I mean, no other radio station I listen to like does that, which is weird.
There's like a specific time they have to play the music, and then there's like the 45 minutes of commercials. That, like no matter how many times you switch a
Dude.
channel and come back, it's still commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
commercial.
insane. Cause I used to, I don't know why like listening to the radio was like calming for me.
Mhm.
Like
Hey, whatever, man.
weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, there'd be times like 3 songs would play, and then I'd be like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna be listening to commercials for the rest of this drive. And I'd still have like you just said, like 45 minutes left in the drive. I'd be like, cool. Only hearing about local places in Austin.
it's not like a song and a commercial. It's
No,
straight
no,
up,
no, no, no.
straight up
It's-
songs for 30. straight up
Commercials
commercial
for 30.
45.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, nah.
The worst. Dude, so you remember last week how I was dressed as like a paranormal writer, or Ethan Hawke from Sinister?
Yes, you jogged my memory. I forgot about that. But yeah, you definitely
I-
were whenever you got here.
I got dressed this morning and I was like looking at myself in the mirror, peeping the fit check, obviously.
Right when
And-
you wake up.
Yeah, when I woke up.
Sweater on.
Yeah, well, I go to sleep in my PJs, wake up in my outfit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
you
don't know-
Change.
I don't know the in between.
Yeah.
But I woke up and I was like, and I definitely look like your ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, who's so
Yeah,
nice.
And it was like,
Who's so
dude,
nice.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck you, dude. Like,
But like also you're
so
like
clean.
really nice, and they
Wanna be
definitely
friends
started
with you.
yeah, like they like me and your ex-girlfriend definitely started dating like a month after y'all broke up. Like it's not like a
You're that nice, bro.
yeah, like you haven't moved on, but like I was nice enough that she moved
There was
on.
no in between.
Yeah.
She was ready.
You really,
Yeah.
you kind of you hit the nail on the fucking head with that one. I wish y'all could see this shit because
That's basically what it is. Yeah, you did.
You told yourself, you said,
You were like, you know what? I'm gonna take somebody's ex-girlfriend. That's what I'm gonna do today.
you did it.
I did it.
Wow.
Wow. But yeah, like you would like run into her at a store and you'd be like, oh my gosh, like, hey. And she'd be like, oh, hey, like I'm just kind of like hanging out. And then I'd come around the
with
produce.
cereal?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey babe, what's going on?
Like, oh, is this?
Oh, is this? And like I'd also definitely invite you to her birthday party. Hey, I'm putting
You're
something
so
together.
nice.
Yeah, I'm so nice. I'm like, hey man, I'm putting a little thing together for Stephanie, and I know y'all two are close, so just like come by the house.
Nate, screw you. Nate, screw you. You're hitting too close to home.
You're hitting way too. You know what? This is over, guys.
Thank-
Ryan,
this
thank you
is
for coming,
Halloween. Fucking
bro.
The whole time you were talking. So we were talking about 2 bags earlier. I saw that you're gonna record a music video.
Yeah,
Did you do that shit yet?
yeah, we recorded. I was supposed to put it out last night.
How was it? I mean,
It was fun. I didn't put it out last night.
I didn't put it out last night.
I was
how
out
it
till
goes.
like
That's how
I
it
got home
goes.
at like 1 and went right to bed.
yeah. Fuck
Will it be up by when this episode's released on Monday?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Guys-
I'm gonna put it out. Like I'm trying to put it out today, but I said that yesterday. But so we'll see what happens.
Bro,
Oh,
but you were
yeah.
tired, dog. You recorded a video.
Yeah, for real. No, we didn't record. I recorded it like a week ago.
Oh,
I
it was just like editing
Yeah,
and
I've been
stuff.
editing it, but then it was finished yesterday. But I was just out doing dumb shit.
So, I kind of want to talk about like the music video. So,
Mm.
is that the first music video you've made, or have you made other ones for your other songs?
I've made other ones. A lot of them I've taken down. I am the most indecisive
Yeah.
creative human you will ever meet ever. I had like 4 different names before I was Flizoshi. Like it's crazy. Like I get so indecisive with like what sounds good to me and like what sounds good at the time, and I just have to know like I stick. The only reason that I like kept it to Flizoshi is because I made merch and like it was on it, and I was like, okay,
Oh.
I spent like $700 on this merch drop to get like all this stuff. I'm not changing that. Like it's too late.
Yeah, that's my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so with the music videos, I used to post them on another channel because I have like this whole brand or whatever called Carpet Cinema. And so I did film before I did music, and so I like to shoot my own stuff and edit my own stuff. But I was trying to decide between like if I wanted to be on my normal channel that I always posted my stuff on or a different one, and so I would go back and forth. But I kept like posting and taking down, posting like all my other videos on the Carpet Cinema channel had like. One of them had like 45,000 views or something. It was like they were getting up there,
Whoa.
and I took them down when I was like a year and a half ago or something. So I was like, like I don't want it to be. And it was
Yeah,
like,
no.
I
the
don't want it
worst
up there.
idea.
Yeah, I feel that. I
You
feel
want to
that.
have like a certain, not just image, but you just want it to look like how you want it.
Mhm.
So I guess a
Yeah.
certain image, but
Cause yeah, I get
there's nothing
that.
wrong with people take down shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another reason I was like switching back and forth because where I work right now. My parents own like a martial arts school, and so I teach kids for a living. But what they like to do is they like to snoop around the internet and find my shit.
Oh.
And so they're like, which is not like it's not horrible. I'm
At
like,
all.
yeah, I make stuff
Yeah.
because like everyone knows like what I'm like. I just
Yeah.
recently started like making my music a little more like adult-ish, like just a little
Yeah.
bit more. But like they'll find it and be like, oh, I found this, and I'm like, why the fuck are you on the internet? You're like 7.
And you're like,
Don't
but did it hit though?
yeah. Some of the
Did you
kids
like
like
it?
bump my music like at school.
Yo,
like the
really?
10-year-old kids with phones are like, this is my martial arts instructor, and I'm like,
That's
okay,
such a
like,
that's
get
such
the,
a
get
flex.
the plays up exactly.
Bro,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so be honest with me. Could you whoop my ass?
Honestly, bro.
I didn't ask you, Juan.
Honestly, I'm sorry. You can answer.
I'm
but
not-
I kind of know the.
I know the answer to it, but I want to hear it from Ryan.
You want to hear him say that? Shit?
I want to hear him say.
I am a humble human being, and I would never do that because I like you.
But if you tested me,
Probably.
I've seen this dude do a backflip, and while he's doing a backflip, he do another backflip before he finished the first backflip. I'm pretty sure you can whoop your ass.
I'm pretty
while doing
sure-
a backflip, bro.
he could look at me wrong and whoop my ass. I'd be like, damn, you whooped my ass. We're like, okay, damn.
No, but I've been doing martial arts since I was like 4, and it just kind of it's gotten to a point where it's like everything I do revolves around martial. Like even when I was walking in here today, I was like thinking of what I have to teach later today,
Oh,
and it's just kind of like everything I do right now kind of revolves around martial arts.
Cool.
I felt so. I was at a tournament. What was it? A couple months ago, and I was with this dude. He was like 19 or whatever. We were fighting. And I was not trying to like go my hardest, but his hands were down, and I kicked him, and I knocked him out by accident. And it was I
By
felt
accident.
I
By
felt
accident.
so bad. I was just trying to get like
Yo.
when people's hands go down, I tend to just kind of like kick him like in the head, like boom, just to kind of let him
Hey,
know
dude,
like
your hands are down.
Yeah, like, hey, like, get your
like
hands
let
up.
him know that his hands are down.
yeah, but he moved like I have the video on my phone. Like,
We need it. It'll probably be playing.
I can show it to you, bro. It is Yeah, I
Dude,
felt horrible.
I like how casual that was. That you were like, I mean, his hands were down. I didn't want to do it to him,
I
but
didn't
before I thought
want
about
to
it, my
do
foot
it.
was in his face.
Yeah,
The
you know I
funniest-
had to.
You know I
The
had
funniest
to.
thing about that to me is just that he'll let his opponent know, like, hey, bro, your hands are down with his foot.
Yeah.
He'll like tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah,
I'm
he's like, hey, man, your
hey,
hands are down.
your hands are down, and that's my foot. So if you don't put your hands up,
And by the way, you're already knocked out.
You were
Nate,
legit
yeah,
tired.
Bro.
dude, Nate asked if he would beat him up, and he just
Yeah, and he
said
just told that
shit.
story. He's like, I mean, I casually just knocked a dude out. I casually knocked someone
So
out
if-
who knows martial arts.
So if you were his ex's new boyfriend,
Oh, I'd be
Oh.
dead.
you'd be on the fucking
Oh.
floor, bro.
Even if I was so nice,
Yeah, but he's like, it would be a struggle because you're just so nice.
because I'm so nice, and you'd be like, I want to. Your hands are down, and
I
I want
don't
to
wanna
knock
do
you.
this, man.
I want to drop you in the produce aisle right now. But you're
It's
so
a principle
nice.
thing, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
have to. I'm
It's a
sorry.
principle.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Keep the shit out of you. That's kind of cool having that
it's
having
a
that like
Damn.
having that like foundation / like thing to go back to, like martial arts, like
Mhm.
having that kind of concrete thing.
Yeah, and I know if I ever fuck up with this music thing and it like doesn't go the way I need it to, like it.
Which you won't, but
Yeah, thank you. But I have something to fall back on that I know like I love and I've been doing for the rest of my life. So it's not like I'm
Yeah.
going and like getting a job somewhere I've never been before and trying to figure it out.
exactly,
Yeah.
like you have a skill.
Hmm
Like not only do you have all these other skills with film and music, but you have like a sedentary, like I can teach this shit
Mhm.
basically, like. And I'm sure you got to a point with music where you can feel like you can give pointers and stuff.
Mhm.
So it's kind of cool having that, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you because you were talking about how like indecisive you are with your like with creative stuff.
Mhm.
Do you like hearing yourself back like when you're not reviewing or
Mhm.
like working on a song, like it's been released, and like if you like walked into a party and like the song was playing, which would be awesome,
Yeah.
but like are you kind of one that's just like ugh.
It's still my voice. and stuff.
Yeah.
In the very beginning, it was. Well, it's kind of weird still now, but in the beginning, I used to hate my voice. Like I would even like when I was recording, I would unplug like the speakers just so I couldn't hear. I could hear the music, but I couldn't hear myself, and so I'd record and like listen to
Yo.
it back, but so I couldn't hear it in like real time. And then anytime someone would listen to my music around me, like when I was like 15 or whatever, like I would freak out. I would like hide.
Turn that shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, I was like, no,
No,
I can't,
no.
can't do it.
Nah,
But-
I hear avocado.
yeah, and then there was like you said, there was a party actually that I went to, and this was when like sushi was like popping a little bit. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that's the song that
remember
kind
that
of like
song.
around like Leander Cedar Park ish that everyone was like, oh, you make music. I was like, yeah, that was my first like bigger one, and I walked in and it was playing, and like a bunch of my friends were already there. That's why I was going, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, do I walk in or do I wait for the song to be over?
Yeah, you heard that shit from
Do
the
I walk
outside.
in?
You're like, damn.
Yeah, and I walked in and everyone was like, "Oh, this is your song," and it's one of those things you have to kind of sit and like realize like I took my time, I made this like
Yeah.
as uncomfortable as it may. Like when you record yourself and you hear your voice and you're like, why the fuck do I sound like a guinea pig? But then like, but then you just kind of have to accept that like you made it and like you took your time on it and
Yeah.
everyone else like they like it.
Yeah,
and they
people
just
like
have to-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get over the insecurity of like I don't like the way I sound because it's if I'm gonna do what I want to do with this, I got to get over that fast.
Of course,
Exactly.
of
I feel
course.
that.
Oh yeah, I haven't taken a munch
We'll-
out of those at all.
We'll eat one.
Jeez.
Yeah, you can have one.
I can't.
Here, my stomach don't open till like 12, so
Don't
I'm shit out of
open.
luck.
I also didn't eat breakfast because I was uber late.
No, yeah, you were late, dude. I called you. I was like, what the hell? Like, why is Ryan here before you? Like, what the fuck? But that fucking threw me off. What the hell were we talking about? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, no, hearing yourself. Yeah, no, it's like it's definitely a thing where you're like, shit, man. Like, people like it.
Mhm.
People are listening to it.
Yeah.
It's my voice. Like,
Yeah.
that's whatever. And I'm sure it's like, but I think that's something that everybody got to get over. If they're gonna go into music and really anything that involves presenting yourself
Mhm.
and doing something, you gotta kind of rep yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Be like, that's me. Yes, that's me. Because now I just say, yeah, I got a podcast with my chest. I'm like,
With my
with my
chest.
chest.
With my
I say-
chest.
yes,
say that
I
with
have a
my chest.
podcast.
But whenever we were releasing the first episode,
Mhm.
I reviewed it before it went up, and I almost texted Juan, "Don't put this up."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, almost, because I was just
I
like,
like the way we sounded the first.
I did too,
episode.
but like I'm like that. I'm just like
Mhm.
that's just like a weird insecurity. I don't think anything I do is
Yes.
good.
It's not like you exploded.
Whenever you're doing the check. Oh, I can see it on the graph. You can see. that
Oh,
shit. Just, okay. Anyway,
No, but and I feel like I give y'all mad props too, because it's like with the music and stuff, I can like edit it and there's certain little like effects and stuff like that. Y'all are just talking. Like it's crazy. Like I could not.
Yeah.
Even probably listening back to this, I'm gonna be like, why do I sound like that? Why do I sound like that? Why do I sound like that?
I got
But
you.
it's
You're gonna
crazy.
listen to your intro and you'll be like, all right, that sounded cool. I bet the rest of the
Yeah.
rest of it sounded good.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. We're good. We're good. Just straight.
No, that first whenever I first heard the podcast, it was funny because I went through this like awakening with my voice. Because I always had like a really like light voice, and I always had I still do. I have a lighter, deeper voice. I feel like I went through puberty, yeah, but it's
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I went through puberty.
I'm gonna flex that I went through puberty.
I say it with my
It's
chest.
whatever. But
That
when
now
I hear
has hair on
myself-
it.
But when I hear it, I'm just like when I can remember the first time I ever heard my voice, and I kind of liked it. I was in a play in 8th grade, and my parents had recorded the play or something, and I heard it back, and I was like, my voice is a little deeper.
It's like, oh damn, that's
I was
cute.
like-
deeper.
That's real cute.
I was like,
That's real cute.
sound kind of cute. And so when I heard the first podcast, I was like, oh, like that's what I sound like. I'm kind of okay with it. Sometimes I'm surprised by what I sound like because I feel like my voice is deeper or whatever.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I'm like, okay,
This was not Oberon.
this wasn't Oberon.
Damn.
Oberon, I had to do deep voice the whole time.
I only had to do deep stage voice
The whole time.
the entire show.
You keep bringing up. Nah.
I'll
We'll
bring it
talk
up
about
again.
high school. We'll talk about how I was the fairy king.
The fairy king.
Was, bro.
I am the
I
fairy
am.
king currently. Yeah, no, I was the fairy king in high school.
For real?
Deep ass voice though.
Yeah, for real.
I was
Deep
the
ass
deepest-
voice.
deepest
Badass
fucking
fairy
fairy
king,
king
bro.
you've
I
ever
was the
met, bro.
manliest fairy king you have ever met.
Still have the crown. I can still do the gold makeup. I actually had other people do it for me.
Get all the fairy bitches, bro.
All kinds
That's
of fairy
it.
bitches.
Dude,
You
I have-
name 'em, you got them, bro.
Yeah, I will get them to you. I've never been able to do my own makeup for shows.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember that.
I always get somebody else to do it.
Even like now,
Even now, yeah. Well, I did
because
my
you
own.
do the palace and all that.
Yeah, I did my own
Local
makeup
theater.
for Sister Act, but that was like easy stuff. But
Oh,
like,
that's monumental though.
yeah, but I had to do. But for Adam's family, I had to be like completely because I was a ghost, so I had to be like completely white and then have like all this caveman stuff, and I could not do it. Like I
Yeah.
tried once, and it was just. bleh.
I forgot you did like shows and shit in school. I remember like you talked about that whenever like I first met you. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, I definitely was It's funny because I literally just did it for fun,
Mhm.
but being in a show is so much work.
Yeah.
And it's like, why
it's
the
a
fuck did I
lot.
do that for fun? Like I
Yeah.
was just because you after school every day doing all this shit, and it's like
Yeah.
acting, and then I didn't do anything with it. I was like, fuck it. But it did not help me at all. Like help me present in class. It did a
Mhm.
lot of shit, you know.
Yeah, I think entertaining in general helps build a certain confidence that nothing else can really do because you're in
Yeah.
front. You're putting yourself out there.
In front
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah,
And there's some shit we had to do in front of people that we did not
That
want
was
to do in
absolutely
front of people.
insane.
for real.
We basically wrote an entire show that you and I wrote an entire show that we did in front of people.
We did like a fake. We did an SNL thing at school. Some of them were good as fuck.
Some of them were good, yeah.
Some of them were bad.
Some of them were not great.
Some of them were, and it wasn't all us too. We gotta remember that was
No,
like a
yeah.
group effort, but we definitely coordinated it
Yeah.
to the best that we could. Which was surprising. Like, well, I don't know why we got the reins to just direct
Yeah.
that shit, but
It was like our end of the year show.
Yeah,
And
we do this?
our director was we were like, "Can we do this and like write our own stuff?" And our director was like, "Sure." And just like gave it to us.
yeah.
'Cause that end of the
It
year
was
show is always a
absolutely
joke. You just pick some
Yeah.
random shit and
Yeah.
then you just go do it. But yeah, no. And also we had to do the pep rallies. We had to do like
Okay.
skits for the pep rallies, and it's like just shit you don't want to do like in front of
Yeah.
people. And thankfully, I never did it. But I was I never was on the improv team, but
Oh yeah, you weren't. You were the host.
I was the host.
You did host. But
shit, I forgot about that.
but no, like I get what you mean, like kind of with entertaining. Like
Mhm.
there's like a point where like stuff just doesn't phase you.
Yeah,
Because like you're like, I mean, I've had like after like bombing on stage and like going through a set and nobody laughs at my jokes, like like after
What
that
else can you do?
exactly like that's
You
like
have
that's a
to.
second puberty.
yeah, yes. You
Like-
have to have those moments.
Exactly.
Those shows I've done. There was one in particular. It was like last year. I was like doing something and I tried to like scream something just to like get the energy up, and my voice cracked so hard. It was straight up like I was like, make some noise, and I was like, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Like,
Like, they're
I've
gonna-
died. This is it.
Damn.
But-
It's over.
But now like that like a show like even like if you like mess up a song like that won't phase you. You just be
Yeah.
like, I mean, it could be worse,
Yeah.
which is
No, go ahead. Sorry, man.
which is just like crazy. Like it's weird how like trial by fire entertaining is,
Mm-hmm.
but like
Yeah.
you
Trial
like
by fire, I like that.
yeah, like you wouldn't have it any other way though.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
need the experience.
Yeah.
Like you need to. You're not gonna go up there and be the best fucking guy ever.
Yeah. Like,
And the thing is that it's what you do after you do that bad shit.
exactly.
that's
it's
that's
it's
what
that
matters.
whole like Chinese thing, like fall down 6 times, get up 7.
Exactly, and that's what, and not even in a bad way, but the people that like we watch and like the superstars now create such like an unrealistic standard for the kids that want to do this, including me. I was like, okay, so all I have to do is stand on stage, and millions of people will come, and I will be
Yeah.
perfect every time. And oh shit, nobody's
Bro,
prepared for that.
then
one.
you stay on the ground.
Yeah, the Chinese rhetoric does not go that
Yeah,
far.
it does
It's
not go
done
that
for-
far.
Oh whoa.
Stand up
Yo,
8?
Wait,
Hold on.
wait a
Boys.
minute.
Wait, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Japanese
Goodbye.
proverb, too. You got that
Bro.
whole thing fucking wrong,
What?
bro.
I heard that on TV, so
What if
they
you
got
fa-
that wrong.
I love the way. What if you fall 7 times?
What if you fall 7 times?
7
What
times.
are you gonna do next?
What are you gonna do about that?
Stand 8?
But dude, yeah, I know what you mean. Kind of like, cause I watched what was it? I watched like a performance from like Chance the Rapper like on his latest tour.
Yeah.
And it was like from his concert, and I was like, huh. And I love Chance the Rapper because I'm white. But naturally.
Naturally, of course.
But I was watching, and I was like, he doesn't do a whole lot
no.
on stage.
I'm gonna talk about
Like it's just projections, and then he like runs across
Yeah.
and
That's
just
that's the thing that I kind of like. You get to that point, you know, like you
yeah,
get to the
no,
point
yeah,
where
you
can do
definitely
that
get to
shit.
that point.
But you, like you said, like these people, like I mean, I don't know if you saw "Look Mom, I Can Fly" by Travis Scott.
I've watched
I
it.
didn't watch the documentary, but I saw like pieces of this.
That hit Ryan.
My heart hurts. You have to watch it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Okay, but I saw pieces of it. It's just because okay, with me, I like to have to be in a certain mood to need to watch something.
Mhm.
So I've never been in the mood to watch it because I'm like, I want to give this my full attention.
Yeah.
And that hoe's like a documentary. That hoe's like the Chance the Rapper Kit Kat commercial.
Yeah.
You gotta give you a
It-
full like.
yeah,
But with that, like,
watch it.
I went to the Tyler concert 2 days ago. That guy put on a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like
There were a lot less
It was
people there than I
crazy.
thought they were gonna be. I was like
Dude.
looking at videos and stuff.
it.
Wait.
That was the worst general admission I've ever seen.
I know.
Goldlink was like, "Put your hands up, dance, do this," and they would just stand
They
there. And I
just
was like,
stood
"Yo,
there,
can
yeah.
y'all like
What? They
stop
weren't
wearing
like
stripes and just fucking dance?" Like that shit look like I was like, if I was in that general admission,
Oh, I know, bro. It was.
'cause he was playing shit. He was playing old shit, but even his new shit, he like remixed it and made it different.
Yeah.
His visuals were fucking amazing, and I was just like, how are y'all not like trying to get on the stage right now?
Dude.
Like
you
what
can
the fuck
you can
is wrong
see it
with
in this video that my friend posted right there. There's
Look.
all this space.
goodness.
There's all
Here.
this space all around.
How are y'all
Yeah.
not like running
So
up?
I
Frank,
know.
the whole all the stands were full completely. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Where was this at again?
But the Frank Irwin Center.
Oh,
But
okay.
even Tyler said he was like, "Yo, what the fuck? This general admission is like 8 people." And it was like it was funny, but he really put on like this big ass show. There was a fire. There was
Dude.
lights as fuck. There was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there was just it was a show, and I was like, how are y'all not losing your
That's
minds?
insane.
I couldn't afford $200 general admission, and I would be like,
yeah, down there. in a
Raging
heartbeat.
shit down
I
there.
would have easily been in the front row if I was down there.
Yeah.
That's how shitty they were doing. I was like, yo, I could push.
Goodness.
I would have been like Ryan. I would have like tapped him with my foot.
Fuck
Fuck out
Would've
the
knocked
way.
him out?
Yeah, and then
Hey,
make
hands
my way to the
down.
front.
Dude,
Hands
that's
down.
I feel like Tyler the Creator is one of those performers that won't get to that point. Like that Chance the Rapper. Because I mean, I bet if Chance the Rapper wanted to,
Mhm.
because like I mean, putting on a huge show like that every night is hard. And I bet if Chance the Rapper wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
But I feel like Tyler the Creator is a performer that won't ever get to that point. It's like Childish Gambino. Like Donald Glover will never put on a bad show
Yeah.
or
And
like a lax show.
I feel like it's also like a thing that how they present themselves.
Yeah.
Like Tyler always goes, at least from I know him personally, but nah, like
yeah, but we won't
from
get into
what
that.
I've seen him, yeah, like he always does like more, and like
Mhm.
yeah, his shows used to be a little ravey, a little chilly, but but now he just wants to do like he wants to put on a complete thing, you know,
Yeah.
visuals and everything, and I respect the hell out of that. Like if I was gonna be a musician and all that, or just any performer, like I want people to get what they wouldn't get if they just listened to that shit,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
like that's what you got if you went to the Tyler show because every
It's
song
an
that
added
he sang-
experience.
yeah, it's like I paid for this, and there's a reason I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was cool, and every song from Igor that he played was remixed. Like it was a slightly different, whether it be slower, whether it be faster, whether he started off with a piano solo. he made it different, and
Yeah.
I really appreciated him for that because I was just like, I paid money for this, and it was cool getting something that it was cool just not listening to Igor just on stage. I was
Yeah.
like, this shit's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Even the Amine show we went to, which I'm so pissed I didn't know you were there until after I saw you post the picture.
Me too. We didn't say nothing about it, and then we were like, you're beautiful.
I know.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was so mad. But even that show, like, he's like, the visuals were crazy, like, on stage. His energy was amazing. You have to make sure your energy is good or else nobody's going to fuck with it. And then, like, even just, like, even the little things, like, I don't know if you noticed, like, the stage he was standing on was all, like, turf. It was grass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like,
I think that's kind of far, but.
It was just little things that bro, I pushed my way up to that front. All these girls they were screaming at us the entire, stop pushing. I was like, no, I want to get to the front.
You were like, I do my own music.
He was like, fine.
It's important to me.
Your hands are down.
Exactly.
So, that's I wanted to ask you if a company came up to you and they were like we want to like sponsor your tour and like pay for you, like do like a whole like nationwide tour and like you can put on whatever show you want. What's kind of the show that you, with no limits, that you would want to put on?
That's a lot of planning.
It is a lot of
It
planning,
is.
but
That's
like
a
kind
good
of like
question,
a general idea.
Yeah. Well, so my friend Joe, he DJs for me. The last show I did, which I put a recap up on YouTube. Now that I think about it, I did not promote that at all. It does not. It's super low in views. Thank you for reminding me. I need to do that. But anyway.
So go watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
But he DJs for me, and like we practice like every single time he's at the house, just like the little cues and stuff. And so I would have him, of course, because he's like the only one. You need someone that knows exactly what you need to do. Having someone different every time is difficult.
One to play the music, one to do that shit
Exactly.
for you.
Little cues. We have like the bomb noise you always play at the end of every song, so he knows exactly when to do it. So I would definitely have somebody that I knew like doing stuff like that. I think the biggest thing for me is just to give people as much of myself as I could, because it's very easy. Like if you go to a Travis Scott tour, Drake tour, like they very much, it's like nothing you've ever seen, or even a Tyler, it's like there's nothing you've ever seen. If you go
100%.
to something, I'm trying to think of like a lower like grade artist, not that like, I think you know what I mean, but like just like someone that's not as
someone
big.
who's not Drake or Travis Scott.
Exactly. It's like there's a lot of time there's no visuals. It's kind of the same thing, the same vibe. They say the same things. It's just kind of like,
hands up.
yeah, hands up. Open the mosh pit. Open the mosh pit. Over and over. But I would want to give them as much of myself as I could, which might be a little weird.
Yeah.
And like, or like overwhelming, I guess. Like there'd definitely be some weird shit. Like I would throw cakes at people. Or like just random. I like to be super interactive because I think that's what
fun.
that's what keeps the fans like interested in you as a person too, because they can listen to your music, but if they have, that's like why I got so into Tyler and Travis, is because I like their personality, and like I watch videos and interviews, and like it's just
they don't seem like strangers no more.
Exactly.
They're not this weird, like they're just a person.
Exactly. It's not like Justin Bieber status where like you don't really know much about his personal life or anything like that. They're very open.
Yeah, because I feel like if you met Justin Bieber, like even though like I'm not like I wouldn't be like freaking out because I'm like not like the biggest fan, but it's still like there's still like that untouchable
feeling,
because I'd be like,
what do I say?
oh
he's
yeah, I'd be
like Jesus, like that's like
I'd be like,
what
oh you're Justin Bieber.
Yeah, and it's crazy too when you think of like when you look at like stars and stuff. Like I'm trying to think, we did a show. Do you know who Michael Christmas is?
No.
Name's super familiar.
He was some dude. He opened up for like Mac Miller. He was like one of Mac Miller's homies or whatever. I opened for him in Dallas. He's a big dude, like huge, but he's hilarious.
Yeah.
But it was super weird because I've always been a fan of him. But then like seeing him in person was like I still had that like fan kind of like aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I was very much like you're a person. Like you're a normal person. You have the same phone as me.
You're doing
like,
this shit too.
Exactly.
I'm doing this shit. I'm opening for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy thing. Like being in entertainment is you realize that these idols that like you've like looked up to, like they're just like doing the same. Like they're doing this.
Thing,
yeah,
bro.
they have the same process.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's also weird because like I'm sure there are people like in the music industry that like you like are a little bit lower that like regular people like wouldn't know, but if you were to meet them like Michael Christmas, like you would be like, oh dude, like that's
exactly
who that. And it's the same thing with like comedy. Be like, yo, that's That's Dion Cole over there.
Yes,
Like-
I love Dion Cole, bro.
Bro, have you seen his new special on Netflix?
No, there's a new one.
Dude,
I saw that. I didn't watch it. Is he
it's-
a good comedian? I don't
yeah,
know
he is.
comedians.
He is really good. He's fun. He's very fun.
So do you do comedy and shit?
Yeah.
Because I've heard you mention that. That's fire.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
amazing.
It's so much fun. Thank you.
Low key, when my first tour, I'm gonna hit you up. I want you to come open.
Dude, let's do it.
That'd be so cool.
Dude, let
Stand-up
open a
routine.
concert with a stand-up.
I would.
set.
That'd be so much.
That would
cooler
be
than,
so
like, another
fun.
artist. Everyone sees another artist.
No, yeah. Like seriously, like having something a little different.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just to warm up the crowd. Be like,
Exactly.
You like that comedy shit?
let's do it.
I'm
All right,
down, bro.
Let's
for
go.
sure. That'd be crazy.
I'll be your little fangirl. I'll be front row.
You'd be like, yes, pushing up, kicking people when their hands are down.
Just get out the way.
So-
Um, yeah.
Oh, what were we gonna say?
No, I forgot. I was
Oh.
gonna say something.
Okay, guys, this has been a very fun episode. This has probably been the most fun we've had on the show.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
like
for
it
sure.
That much. Like,
Yeah.
have more fun with this.
This is. I was about to say this is why we got to bring Ryan on more.
That's right.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. Ryan, do you want to kind of give like your little plug spiel? Let the people know what's happening.
Follow me on Instagram at she took the dog. That's not even a joke either. I think the only thing I have to plug is starting November 1st, I'm gonna be posting music up like everywhere. So if you like everywhere you can listen to music, Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. New song every Friday for the next year.
Whoa.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna see where it goes. Just cause whatchamacallit, I don't want to put any more big projects out on deaf ears. Doesn't make any sense. Like if
Yeah.
if I don't have enough people to like enough backing behind it, and hopefully this is gonna do enough that like what the fuck. But hopefully this is gonna do enough that like people kind of start seeing it individually. I'm gonna start getting videos, and that they're gonna start ramping when it comes to like
It's a
yeah.
lot of work
Yeah.
to make a whole album.
Yes, and then you do all this work for it and all this like promotion, you put it out and you don't have enough of a fan base like to whatchamacallit.
Yeah, to support
To
it.
push it out.
Exactly.
Push it so it's like, yeah, deaf ears.
I feel
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, every Friday,
Every Friday.
like,
Sweet.
a whole bunch of new shit, sad shit, rage shit, crazy shit.
It's just gonna be like a
It's
lot
just
of
gonna
stuff.
be a lot of it's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff. So guys, make sure you look him up, follow him everywhere you can, listen to him everywhere you can.
We'll
Flizoshi.
link
Yeah, we'll link
Flizoshi, Rhymax
everything in the bio. Guys, thank you so much. I'm Nate.
Juan.
I'm Flizoshi.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for getting here before me.
Of course.
Bye guys.